So the theme of our stand is the S word, sustainability. I'm just interested to hear your thoughts on the word, the S word, and the ease with which it seems to be used. So,
yes, my name is Will Tyler. I'm the Chief Executive at Optink, and we're a graphics-based company out of Brentford. Sustainability is at the very core of everything that we do as a company, and our particular understanding of sustainability was with regard to the business case for it, which has always been a very strong one. It is bandied around a lot. There's nothing that a company my size can do about things like global populations and natural resources being sort of exhausted any faster than they are at the moment. All we can do is try and educate our clients around the best route of minimising their own individual impact. And as a company, we educate all of our project managers and customer interfacing areas around exactly the way to go about this. It can be through recycling, it can be through reusing, and for every project that we've ever taken on, we've always got one eye on the fact that we are going to have to get rid of the product at the end, or the client is going to be left with it. And I think through a combination of very, very simple factors, many of them economic, we can actually put a very clear case forward for the fact that when you talk about landfill going up from £190 a tonne to about £500 a tonne, recycling is something that's really going to be the best way forward. And on that side of things, it's about managing the expectation and just to try and take a more considered approach without necessarily always costing the client extra money, because there's some added value in this just by its inherent nature.
So you focus on the business case for sustainability. Do you ever appeal to the kind of ethical, moral dimension of the debate as well, or is that something that isn't that relevant in business discussions?
Well, I think it is relevant. The problem that we've had is that since the middle of 2008, or maybe a little bit before, we've had a very, very harsh economic environment as a backdrop to this. And the economic debate, the environmental debate, has suffered because of the economic implications that it has had. However, standing at EcoBuild today and seeing a lot of the ideas that are being brought forward by some very forward-thinking companies, you can see that the world can begin to turn a little bit. Hopefully there are some savings, there might be some paybacks in the short to medium term for using sustainable solutions. And I think that as the economy starts to pick up again, people will be more receptive to the type of argument that we'll be putting forward, because it's been hard enough to stay in business over the last couple of years, let alone say, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to save the world at the same time. And that's something that we're trying to do. We're pushing on all fronts through our supply chain and by introducing our customers to more inventive ideas to ensure that the business debate is a viable and an interesting one at the same time.
I mean, as a company, you work with clients on their branding, their identity. Is sustainability an explicit part of your own company's branding and identity?
It has always been at the very, very core. And we are very proud to have one of the most extensive recycling proposals across the whole of our industry, I believe, at this stage. And if you were going to be coming into our company in the next 3 to 6 months, you'll see fully refitted LED lighting throughout. There are educational programs available to our staff with regard to relaying the message forward. And the senior management believe that it's at the core of their social responsibility that goes beyond an amount of local recognition and local support to include the environmental message in there. And when we go out to schools and we do some of our CSR projects on there, the sustainability element is something that we continue to push forward.
And do your clients respond to that? I mean, are you trying to impress your clients and say, look, it can be done, we're doing it,
yes,
you can do it as well? Is that part of your...
Yes, I think probably the most receptive client that we've had today is the Royal Horticultural Society. We're suppliers of the graphical element, the Chelsea Flower Show, and they have bought into it 100%. I mean, you would expect that from an organisation of that nature, but having said that, they push us continually for more inventive ideas and ways of being able to reuse their material and come up with recycling solutions. And I think in 2010 we reached about 98% recyclability. There are a number of other companies. I mean, the thing is, a lot of the property companies are looking at ways of more sustainable developments and solutions as well. But I think the key from our point of view is this does need to be government-led. I think the government have shied away from being too stern with the targets and options that are available. And I think as they see the economy starting to take more of take bigger steps forward in terms of the progress that it's making and recovering, I think that they will ramp up the green message increasingly, and I think that's only to be welcomed, because just because we're doing it to the sort of level that we have, I'd like to see that across the industry as a whole.
Okay, and final question. If you weren't here today at EcoBuild, where would you be and what would you be doing?
I would be sitting at my desk at the moment. I'm currently working on a project with business in the community about putting a number of projects together that are being delivered on a local level, but that's not to say that sustainability wouldn't be a fundamental part of that right now.
Okay, great, thank you.